Going on, you guys? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again for another How to Build Credit TV live stream. In this live stream, I'm going to be talking to you about how to build your credit, but more importantly, I'm just kind of doing a live stream today on Sunday, May 3rd, to just kind of answer your questions and concerns in regards to credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because on this channel, How to Build Credit TV, I talk about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So it has been a while. I'm still going to be doing a live stream tomorrow at Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. That's normally when I do my live streams. So I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I think the last video I uploaded was a little bit like a week and 1 day ago. It was like last Saturday. So I've been kind of gone for a little bit here. There's some stuff going on with me, some personal stuff going on. And so I kind of was away for a little bit. But like I said, I just kind of want to check in with you guys and do a quick live stream and just kind of answer your questions in regards to credit. I personally don't have anything exciting coming up as far as credit cards are concerned, and applying for different cards. But like I said, I'm out here to just do a little question and answer situation. Jesus Christ says, leave a like, y'all. That's funny. Anyway, man, I appreciate you guys stopping in the live stream. Once again, if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And more importantly, if you have any questions, be sure to ask your questions. I'll try my best to answer them. If you're watching the live stream, be sure to like this video. It helps the channel tremendously. If you're joining the live stream and you're like wondering what's going on, the camera, I'm just messing around with the camera settings, so I kind of have a little black and white situation going right now. Of course, I can adjust the camera, the colors, and I will in a minute, but I'm just kind of having some fun to kind of see what this looks like. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. As a matter of fact, I'm doing extremely well in one regard for sure. And more specifically, what I'm talking about is the fact that I got my stimulus check, which I was totally wrong about. I'm considering doing a video about it, but I got my stimulus check, which is exciting. And I also got, I get unemployment because I didn't have a job. I don't have a job since last November, 2019. So I got the little extra $600 a week that you get, which is really, really cool. So that's kind of going on. Yeah, I like I said, I just wanted to do a quick little stream tonight just to kind of connect with you guys, because I haven't been on here in a while. In case some of you guys are wondering, I did not do a live stream last week on Monday. Monday was my dad's 66th birthday, so I did not do a live stream on Monday. And I know some of you guys must have been wondering, is Dwayne all right? What's going on? Brother didn't do a live stream. Let me go ahead and adjust the color here on this live stream for the people that are probably freaking out, wondering what's going on with my color there. Anyway, let me go ahead and say what's up to some of you guys in the stream. Thank you guys for smashing that thumbs up as you guys are coming in the video. I appreciate you guys a lot. Reginald, thanks for stopping by the live stream, sir. I don't think I remember seeing your name before, so thank you for stopping by. That is awesome. Reginald says, what's going on, my brother? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well also. Cinna Madness, what's going on, bro? He says third. He's, I guess, the third comment in the live stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Star Rose, thank you for stopping by the live stream. This has got to be the greatest profile pic there is from your boy Jesus Christ. He says, leave a like, y'all. I like that profile picture, though. Jesus Christ is holding an iPhone. I'm just going to say it's an iPhone because I'm an iPhone lover and it looks like an iPhone. So, yeah. What's going on, Bob? Cakeology is in the house stopping by. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Guys, be sure if you're watching the live stream or back on the replay, be sure to stop by Bob's channel, Cakeology, and subscribe to his channel. I think he has 977, maybe 78 subscribers right now. So he just needs 22 more subscribers to meet the requirement in order for his channel to be monetized and for him to make some of these YouTube coins that we're out here making. So be sure to go by Bob's channel and subscribe. Maina, thank you for stopping by. I hope I said your name correctly. I know we just talked on the phone before I did the live stream, so thanks for stopping by. It's awesome to see you here. I'm not going to butcher your name. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Says, what's good? Welcome back. Yes, sir. I'm here. Omega stopping by the stream. Omega says, sup, Dwayne, listening from South Carolina, dropping by and hitting the like button. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very, very much. Listen, credit is something that is insanely important. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, maybe some of you guys that are watching the live stream don't know that there are YouTube stories. And so like if you're scrolling through the app on YouTube, if you're on the YouTube app, and you're kind of at your home screen, you're on your home page, you can kind of see YouTube stories if you scroll through. So if you're scrolling through the YouTube app, like right here, here's my phone, and you can kind of scroll through, you'll see right here it says stories right over here somewhere. So you can actually, there's me, I got a little YouTube story situation. So I've been posting some YouTube stories here because I was really kind of trying to do something a little different, but I was just trying to learn a little bit more about the stories. I've had that feature on YouTube for a while where you can post YouTube stories. I guess they're kind of like Snapchat. I guess IG may have something similar. I don't know. I don't really mess with Snapchat or IG, even though I should, but I don't. Well, definitely Instagram, not so much Snapchat. But anyway, so I've been posting these stories because I've been out doing a little exercise and trying to get myself back together because since coronavirus, I haven't been able to hit the gym. So I think the last time I went to the gym was like early March. Early March is probably the last time I went to the gym, and it's been devastating since then. So I was like, you know what? All right, that's enough. I need to take action. And I thought to myself, doing these YouTube stories and talking about my journey as far as my weight's concerned is pretty similar to life and credit. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot of bad decisions to ruin your credit. And the same thing is true for weight, especially me. The older I get, it feels like it's easy for me to put on weight and it's super hard to take it off. So I've been doing some stories there on the YouTube stories, and I've been walking, jogging. I think one day I did like, the first story I did like 10 miles that day. Then I think the next one I did like 6 miles. And then I think the next one I may have done 12 miles. Yesterday I walked 5 miles, but I didn't do any. I walked and jogged 5 miles yesterday, but I did not do a YouTube story about that. So you guys won't necessarily know that, but I thought it was a cool feature, and I went ahead and decided to go ahead and share with you guys. Once again, make sure if you guys have questions, you ask these questions. I'm just really kind of checking in. Like I said, tomorrow I will be doing another live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time, where I will be talking about Navy Federal Credit Union because they're extremely awesome and everybody should know about them. So I'm just gonna kind of touch on Navy Federal and kind of some of the benefits there. Boxing Truth Serum, thanks for stopping by, bro. I appreciate you very much. Making the live stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Rod, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the live stream. Bodyguard 856 says, what's up, Dwayne from New York? Is your Discover It referral code good for the secure card? Is it only for a regular card? It is not. I repeat, it is not for a regular. It is not for the secured card. So you cannot use my referral link for Discover card if you want to apply for a secured card. Okay, it is not. I repeat, it is not for the secured card. Good question. Miss Gatlin, thank you so much for stopping by the live stream. It's a pleasure to have you here in the house once again. Mike Jones. I don't even know if you know that song, but you probably do. Mike Jones. There's a rapper named Mike Jones. I know it's probably like a South thing. I don't even know where Mike Jones is from. I feel like he's definitely from down south. He might even be from Houston, which is really sad. But anyway, checking in from the Shy. Appreciate you stopping by, sir. Robert, thanks for stopping by. Says I got an Open Sky card that will boost my credit back up. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it's just about getting, the right, not even the right card in the beginning. If you can't get a card, you just want to get any card in the beginning. It's almost like when you go to college and you study whatever it is you study, you major in, and initially when you're in college, we fantasize about having the ideal job. But after you graduate and there's no money in the bank and there's no money rolling in, at that point, it's just about getting a job. You go from having the ideal job to just wanting a job. So the Open Sky card is a decent card to start off with. It's better to just start with something, you know, and have something coming in than to have nothing at all. So that's cool. Thanks for sharing that information, Robert. Smiley Face 958, thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate you. She says, hey, y'all. Jesus Christ says, have you heard about the AOD FCU 3% cashback, high starting limits, and also the Amex perks changes? You know what's funny? There's been people that have posted videos about the American Express benefits that they I guess are rolling out. I really haven't heard a lot. I haven't paid attention to the changes. I know that there are changes, and I don't think I've even watched anybody's videos about it. YouTube can be a trip sometimes, so I was really kind of, for me, since I've been on here for 2 years, literally now 2 years and a couple of months, I want to be on YouTube for as long as I can talk. So YouTube gets tricky in that way, and some people can make videos every single day. Me, myself, I can't do that. Or I could, but I haven't. And I wouldn't mind doing that, but I would want the videos to be quality. I try to put out quality videos. I try not to get on the videos and just kind of, you know, talk or just babble on. And there's nothing wrong with that, but for me, I don't like doing that. If there's ever videos where I babble, I guess it's probably in the live stream as opposed to like a video where it's not a live stream. So I don't know all the changes in regards to American Express, the perks that they're kind of doing to kind of offset the annual fees that some of us are paying. You know, like I have the American Express Platinum card with the $550 annual fee, and you know, like there's no benefit right now unless I'm buying a plane ticket, which I can't, or you know, reserving a hotel, which probably I could, you know, I guess if I was doing something locally, but it's really not the time to be doing that. So, you know, I'm kind of missing out big on that. As far as the AOD FCU 3% cashback card, I am not familiar with that card at all, but I probably should. I want to look it up real quick, just because I have no idea about that card at all. Cashback credit cards. Oh, thank you so much, Ulysses, for that $9.99 super chat. Man, that is incredible. I really appreciate that. I could have sworn I just went to Google. I don't know why it's still showing me. How did that work? That's weird. Wow. Okay. Wow. My Chrome browser is 100% stupid now. Now, even when I go to Google, it's still pulling up this Amazon foolishness, which is very, very weird, because I don't use Amazon at all. So that's very weird. I guess I'm going to have to stop using Chrome, because something is definitely going on with my with my Chrome browser. Okay, let me share my computer screen with you guys, just because I want you guys to see what it is I'm talking about here in regards to this card. All right, so I'm over here looking at it here, this card. 3% cash back on every purchase with your new Visa Signature card. Wow, that is pretty slick. 3% cash back on all purchases. You can't beat that. That is pretty freaking dope. Now, clearly I need to figure out if this card is, you know, like what you have to do in order to get this card. Let me know in the comment section. Jesus Christ, let me know, homeboy. Let me know what you have to do, because like I said, I don't know anything about this card. I'm glad you brought it to my attention. Okay, cool. So I just kind of clicked on it here. Wow, sweet. So here's some information about this card, which I have no idea about. So I really appreciate you taking the time to shine some light on this card, which makes it easy for me to share with you guys right here. So there's no annual fee, which is good. There's no additional balance transfer fees, no foreign transaction fees. That is good. The APR, which is pretty freaking good, 7.49. That is really, really good. I know with Navy Federal, I think it's like 11.19%, and that's on the lower side. So I'm just kind of curious to see how to get this particular card, because this is a pretty legit card. So I got to do some more research on this card. I see it says credit line starting at $5,000. 3% cash back on all purchases is freaking dope. That's ridiculously good, especially since there's no annual fee for this card. I mean, you cannot beat that. That is, yikes. I'm kind of still in awe about that, but I definitely want to figure out, like I said, exactly how to get this card and what the requirements are, so I can kind of share that with you guys. So that'll be pretty cool. Maybe this will be a video that I'll do if the requirements aren't ridiculous. Like, you know, like you have to be a member, and in order to be a member, you got to do X, Y, Z. Let me just kind of click on become a member right now to kind of see exactly what it is. So they're talking about fees here. All right, there's information here. There's more stuff here. I can click on how to join. But I'm just curious. Let me know. Like I said, Jesus Christ, let me know in the comment section just exactly what you got to do to be a member there, if you already know. But that 3% cash back on all purchases is freaking dope. Adrian, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here. Karen, thank you for stopping by. Karen says, good evening. New Jersey in the house. Happy blessed birthday, Dad. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. So yeah, my dad turned 66, and here's a fun fact. My dad had me when he was 24, and I had my son when I was 24, which is very, very interesting, just because I didn't plan it like that. It's exactly how it happened, though, and I think that's kind of cool, especially now that I'm older and I value my parents more, especially my dad. I think it's really cool, and so it's funny because my dad and I look like exactly alike. It's very strange because when I look at myself, I don't see myself, I see my dad. But it's kind of cool to kind of have a little bit of some kind of clue as to how I'm gonna be possibly, and how I'm gonna look 24 years from now. So my dad turned 66 and my mom is turning 68. It's interesting. My parents they're not as immortal as they used to be to me. Now I'm starting to see the fragility in my parents. They're kind of fragile to me. My dad has some issues walking. His lower lumbar, there's some issues going on there. So that's kind of weird to kind of see that he's not as strong as he used to be. And my mom had a stroke, I think back in 2011. And she's not walking 100% like she used to. So it's kind of weird to kind of see both of my parents kind of, you know, appear to be weak. It's very, very strange. And I know it's a part of life, but, you know, it's something that I have not experienced yet. And yeah, it's quite interesting, to say the least. Wow, thank you guys so much for the super chats, man. You guys are just pouring in the love, man. I appreciate that. Let me scroll on down here and recognize you guys. I know Ulysses sent that $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that very much. Let me scroll down to the next super chat here just to kind of show my appreciation. Paul, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much. By the way, my birthday is next month. My birthday is June 24th. I will be out here begging for gifts and donations and whatever you guys want to give me for June. I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm not. You know, my birthday is next month. You guys will hear about it. Cakeology, bro, thank you so much for that $20 super chat. I appreciate you, sir, and I appreciate your knowledge. I can't wait for you to get monetized so I can return the favor as far as these super chats are concerned. So I really appreciate that, man. All right, let me jump back up to kind of where I was in the comments here, just to make sure I don't miss anybody, even though I'm going snail slow, which is cool because, you know, we're just here checking in. Once again, make sure you guys are asking your questions if you have them. And in general, if you are a normal viewer of the live streams, guys, please do me the biggest favor, and just as you come into the live stream, just smash that thumbs up, please. It really helps this channel a lot. It helps everybody's channel, but since we're on my channel, please smash the thumbs up as you're coming into the live stream. Let that be kind of the habit. That really helps me, like I said, tremendously. All right, let me scroll back up here and see. All right, Conscious Notion. Nation, right? Says, what camera do you use? So for this live stream, I'm using a Canon M as in Mary M50. It's an all right camera. Actually, it's probably a really good camera. There are other cameras that I'm interested in getting, but the camera would be a lot cooler and the videos would look a lot cooler if I had like a really cool background behind me, like, you know, like different color lights and stuff. And trust me, I'm interested in that, but that's not going to make me have more subscribers. So it's just like, do I really want to invest in that? Not at this moment, because your boy is insanely cheap. But speaking of being insanely cheap, though, my bank account is looking good these days, and I'm excited about that because I definitely need to be doing some more investments moving forward. D. Anderson, what's going on, bro? Says Dred's out the control, so let the good times roll. I'm here getting my clothes ready for work. To all the brethren and sistren in the chat, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by, bro. Devin, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Devin says, hey, Dwayne, hope you're doing well. I'm great. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Eli, what's going on, my brother? Sneaky25 says, officially back with the Navy Federal. It feels good. I'm already pre-approved for the cash rewards card. I passed to see if my score goes up from paying them from my charge off. First of all, congratulations on getting back in with Navy Federal. Navy Fed is absolutely incredible, and I cannot sing their praises enough. I've had a really good experience with them so far. I have a lot of points on my Navy Federal more rewards card and also the flagship card. So like I said, I will be talking about Navy Fed tomorrow night's live stream. David, what's going on, man? I appreciate you, sir. David says recommendation for first card. Depending on where your score is and depending on what you can get approved for, the first card, a good first card would be the Discover It card. It's a cashback card. If you can get the 5% category cashback card, it's a great card. Chase Freedom Unlimited is another good card to get as a first card. Really, the first credit card, it's just about getting a relationship. It's just about getting a card. If you can get a credit card with Navy Federal Credit Union, that'll be a good first card to get. Navy Federal is really legit. And I mean across the board, not just credit card. So a good first credit card is just any card that you can kind of get approved for that does not have an annual fee. That would be really good. So those cards that I suggested are pretty good. But if you can't get any of those cards, just get started with a secured card. If that's the first card, that's not a bad card to get. Miss Williams, Tanya, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I see you change your profile pic, hitting us with that smile. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you. She says, sup, folks? Yes, ma'am, we're here. Reginald says, I'm always popping in on your live streams. Do you recommend applying for any cards during this time, or should I hold off and wait? No, absolutely go for it, man. There's no reason to not apply for credit cards because coronavirus and because people are freaking out about what's going to happen and what is happening with the economy. Yeah, I mean, just go for it. There's no real benefit. When it comes to getting credit cards, or at least starting your credit journey or fixing your credit journey, the best thing to do is just take action. And it doesn't necessarily matter how bad your situation is. Like for me, back in 2013, and I've said this several times, my credit was pretty banged up, but it was like, you know what? I know my score is messed up right now, but I'm just going to get started and I'm going to do what I can and kind of forget the rest, and things will sort themselves out. And that's exactly what happened. Wow. Thank you so much, Ronald, for that $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Ronald, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you very much. All right, let me scroll on back up here to show me, so I can see just how far behind I am on these comments, which is all good. It's all good. I really appreciate you guys taking some of your time from your Sunday evening and checking in. Part of the reason too that I'm doing this live stream is that I'm actually going to be making a drive here across the US pretty soon, so I probably won't have the opportunity to make a lot of videos this week. So I wanted to make sure that I checked in with you guys at least the beginning of the week and kind of give you if you guys have questions and stuff like that, give you the opportunity to ask. D Rob, what's going on? Says Dwayne, my man, Monday last week wasn't the same without you. Glad you back. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you saying that. And trust me, it's so funny. Like when I don't do videos, especially the live stream on Mondays, it's hard. It's tough. Like I feel like guilty and like, is it okay that I'm not doing a live stream? Is it okay that I'm not making videos? It's so weird. As hard as it is to consistently make videos, especially not doing the live streams, I feel the most guilty about that. For me, making the videos is really good for my pocket, for my bank account, because YouTube works like the more videos that you make, the more views you get, and the more views you get, the more money you get. So it's to my benefit to make lots of videos and to make videos every day if I could. But once again, I'm always concerned with quality, so that's why I try not to kill you guys with a bunch of videos. Let's see. David was asking for a recommendation for the first card. I'm additional on Amex Gold and Amex Cash. I'm assuming you're saying you're an authorized user on those cards, David. If you're an authorized user and you've already been on with American Express for a while, then an American Express card is very good to get. If you can get the Blue Cash Everyday card, basically just about any card, especially cards that don't have an annual fee. Because once you kind of get started and you figure out how this works as far as like getting a cashback credit card or a card that you earn points, and you see the value of that, then I think that's all that's really going to matter. So it really doesn't matter what the first card is, especially if they don't have an annual fee. I would go for it. If there's no annual fee and if it offers some kind of reward program like cashback or points, then I would definitely go for it. Ulysses says, Dwayne, what up? Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Like I said, thanks for that super chat. Scrolling down here, Adrian says, I was applied for the Apple Card, and they're not accepting me with the 740 score. Wow. First of all, Adrian, dude, that is a sick profile pic, man. That is a really, really cool picture, bro. Where were you in that picture? I'm just kind of curious. That's a nice picture. Dude, that's kind of weird that you didn't get approved for Apple Card with a 740 credit score. I wonder what the reasons are going to be. I'm curious to see what they tell you. Boxing's Truth Serum says, which Navy Federal credit card gives you the highest limit with good credit? Supposedly it's the Navy Federal Credit Union flagship card, but I would not go for that card first. Okay, I would go for that card last. So Navy Federal, you're allowed to get 3 credit cards with them. I would just apply for that card last. I would not start with that card. So just kind of get your relationship going with the other cards first. Ricky G, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Cinna Madness says, I had to sell my iMac to get money to pay down my credit card utilization. That was 90%. So close to bringing my balances to 0. Then going forward, I'll use credit cards responsibly. Lesson learned. Dude, first of all, I feel your pain for having to sell your iMac. I'm a Mac snob. I'm a Mac nerd, and the iMac was my very first experience with Macintosh computers back in 2008. So I feel your pain, but kudos to you and congratulations to you for being a man, for being a G, and being insanely responsible and deciding to make that sacrifice so that you can help your credit score, because clearly you're going to be in a good situation afterwards, and you can always buy another new iMac. They have some really good computers out now. I wouldn't mind getting an iMac. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not insanely portable. I mean, it is, because you can just move the screen around, right? A screen that has a CPU in it, but it's not as portable as a laptop, which is funny because a laptop is, basically twice as much or almost twice as much as the iMac, and the iMac is actually more powerful than the laptop. So yeah, but that's awesome, man. Thanks for taking the time to share that information with us here. S House, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Devin says, I recently got an increase on my credit card. I have had not even 2 months. Dude, that's freaking cool. Which card is it? Let me know. I'm just kind of curious. Rod says, got a question, bro. When you close your older account, not oldest, does it affect your history or score, and by how much? Rod, great question. It will affect your okay, it may not necessarily affect it. If you close a card that is not your oldest account, then it may not affect your average age because you're not losing your oldest account, right? So if I have a card that's 10 years old, and then I have another card that's 7 years old, and I have another card that's 2 years old, if I get rid of the card that's 7 years old, that's not really going to affect my average age as much as it would if I got rid of the card that was 10 years old, right? Because then that's going to bring my average down, which is going to bring your score down a little bit. What will affect you, Rod, is the fact that you're going to be getting rid of that credit line. So like that account that you're closing, you're going to be losing available credit. So if it brings your available credit from $10,000 down to $2,000, it's not going to affect your score a lot, but it will affect your score moving forward because now you have to be more conscious about your utilization. The thing about the utilization that I talk about a lot is, yes, it's good for your utilization to be between 0 and 10%, but you don't have to be freaking out about keeping your utilization 10% or less. Okay, it only matters what your utilization is when you're trying to apply for something. You know you're about to apply for a credit card, make sure your utilization is down. Make sure it's down for at least a month, right? So that hopefully it's been reported to the credit bureaus and you know that your utilization is 2%, so your score is going to be pretty freaking high, as opposed to if your utilization was like 70%, your score is going to be low. So that's basically how it would affect you. Diamond, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. She says hello, and hello Dwayne and everyone. Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Ryan is watching from Houston. Hey Ryan, I'm doing it from Houston as well. I'm doing the live stream from Houston, my brother. Let's see. Kassan, what's going on, man? Says, hey Dwayne, as well as Credit Fam, good evening. Yes sir, appreciate you. Eli says, I got the more rewards Amex from Navy Fed. They only gave me 3,000, but at the same time I applied for the Hyatt card and Chase gave me 18. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Eli. I wonder if you applied for the Chase card first before the Navy Fed. Let me know in the comment section if you apply for the Chase card first or the Navy Fed. And the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes when we apply for cards, it's very common for you to get a higher limit on the first card that you apply for versus the second card. And I don't mean like if you apply for the cards back to back. I mean like if you apply for a credit card like on Monday and then you apply for another credit card the same week on a Friday, it's not going to be uncommon for you to get a lower limit on that second card on Friday. Now, of course, the available credit, the credit limit that you get with credit cards also has to do with that bank, and if that bank is a very generous bank. And so all of that kind of plays a part of that as well. Mel, thanks for stopping by the stream, says Dwayne, tuning in for knowledge. I've been watching you. Also, shout out to you on the grind with burning calories. I'll hold my questions for right now. You know what? Like, I tell you what, for me, when it comes to, and she's talking about the YouTube stories, when it comes to exercising and weight loss, my issue is it's not really with the burning of the calories. I can do the exercise. My issue is more along the food. And I can't tell you guys how many times I've killed it in the gym and like sucked in the kitchen. And like, I'm just like spinning my wheels, literally. Like I'm working out hard in the gym and then I'm eating like a madman in the kitchen. And it becomes tricky, it's just kind of funny. And I guess it kind of can be the same thing, like with self-sabotage, even pertaining to your credit score. You got to be honest with yourself, like there are certain things that are absolute facts about your credit score and how it works. Like with your payment history, you got to pay on time. You got to have 100% payment history. With your credit card utilization, you got to have low utilization for your credit score to be as high as possible. And some people they're not real with themselves. They'll say, well, I thought it was 30% utilization. I thought that's okay. Even though they're watching my videos and I'm talking about 0 to 10% all the time. And I tell people all the time, hey, you know what? If you don't believe me, try it yourself, or if you are not sure, try it. Or if you're uncertain, try it. And the thing about it is I say that all the time because I know that it's going to work all the time. It's like a math formula. You know what I mean? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. The Pythagorean theorem, that's going to be what it is all the time. 2 plus 2 is always going to be 4, period. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy how like sometimes we cannot be honest with ourselves. And I'm guilty of that. When I'm trying to lose weight, I'll be, my diet is always the thing that's the hardest. And it's kind of weird because like I'm not just like fat and overweight and whatnot, but for me, weight loss is important, and it's important because I'm healthier, and that's what it is for me. It's not about vanity. It's not about being vain, even though I'm sure I have my moments of being vain. But in general, I don't dress up and go, a bunch of places. I'm not going out a lot, so I don't even have the need to put on decent clothes, You know, it's not like I'm working in corporate America, so I don't, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you got to be real with yourself for sure, and we have to be real with ourselves in regards to our credit. You know, like if we're serious about credit, we got to know the 5 categories, and we got to know it like we know that, you know, if I use my debit card, money's going to come out of my bank account. That's how sure you got to be with those 5 categories. You know, trust me, money will come out of your bank account when you use your debit card, you know. Panther06 says, why is FICO score higher than my Credit Karma? Because Credit Karma and the FICO score are 2 different scoring models. The FICO score is the only one that matters. And I say the only one that matters because most lenders use the FICO score. Lenders don't use your Credit Karma Vantage score or whatever the scoring model is. So Credit Karma is not going to be what you should be using as an accurate score because it's not the FICO score. Most lenders are going to use the FICO score. So in most cases, people have experienced that the Credit Karma score is always lower than their actual FICO score. There are a few people, myself included, where your FICO score is always higher than your Credit Karma score. And that's been the case for me. I haven't really been checking my FICO score, my Credit Karma score very often, but I'm just kind of curious. I'm logging into the app here to just have a quick look at my my Credit Karma score. So once again, the normal person, your FICO score is always lower than Credit Karma. So don't trust Credit Karma, and also don't trust Credit Karma when it comes to the credit card offers. They'll tell you that your chances of being approved is very, very high, that type of thing. Don't always trust that because it's in Credit Karma's best interest for you to apply for cards. So just kind of share with you guys and be transparent here. This is what my Credit Karma scores are looking like at the moment. Golly, I'm sorry. Having a hard time focusing the camera here. So we got a 762, I think, with TransUnion and a 779 with Equifax. And that's as of today, May 3rd. Once again, my Credit Karma scores are always lower than my FICO scores. So my FICO scores is probably just a little bit higher. Let me see here. Ken, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you, sir. Ken says, what's up, D? My credit journey started when I first came across your YouTube channel. And wow. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you taking the time to say that. It never gets old to see a positive comment on here. And also, you know, a positive comment serves as a testimony to others that, you know, this channel is legit. What I talk about is legit. And like I said, as long as I have a voice, I will be out here making videos on YouTube. YouTube has been good to me. You guys have been good to me. I appreciate that. And I tell you what, speaking of being good to me, please smash that thumbs up in this video. We got 79 viewers now with 41 thumbs up. If you haven't already smashed the thumbs up, please smash that thing. G-Dob says, hey, Dwayne, just stopping by to say hello and thank you for everything, every wonderful thing that you do in helping us with credit. You are truly a blessing. Thank you, G-Dobbs. I appreciate you taking the time to say that. Your check is in the mail for saying those positive things about this channel. Keith, what's going on, bro? Keith says, hello, Dwayne and everyone. Hope everyone is well. Or hope everything is well with everyone. Neo, what's going on, man? Neo says, what's today's topic? Yeah, so today's topic is basically just about me answering questions, just kind of touching bases with you guys. I will be back on here tomorrow talking about Navy Federal Credit Union. And that will be the topic for tomorrow night's live stream. That will be at 7 o'clock, like it's supposed to be as normal. But thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you. Okay, says, what's up? It's your boy James. Okay, James. Okay, James, like Louisiana James. I'm assuming that's who you are. Appreciate you stopping by the stream, bro. I appreciate you. Says I'll call you tomorrow about AU business. All right, cool. Panther036 says I feel better because my FICO score is much higher. Yeah, good, very good. Big C, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I guess that boy says he's mind blown. I guess because I'm doing a live stream today. But like I said, I really was just kind of trying to do the live stream and just touch bases with you guys because I haven't had a video out since last Saturday, and it's always easier for me to do a live stream. The live stream, it doesn't necessarily do as well as other videos, but my live streams are really, really good, so I cannot complain about that. Let's see, says someone else is watching Credit Plug as well. I see with the AOD credit card. Okay, so I guess Credit Plug talked about that particular card. Once again, let me know what the requirements are to get that card. I'm just kind of curious. eventually I'll get down to that comment. Paul says, what's up, Dwayne? Coming to you from Gulfport, Mississippi. Oh, Missouri, right? Yeah, MS would be Missouri. No, MI is Missouri. Oh, from Mississippi. Been watching you for a while. You hit 1,000 subs. Rob, before you hit 1,000 subs, now look at you, over 15,000. Good job. Hey, Paul, I appreciate you taking the time to say that, man. That means a lot to me, and I think it's really cool for people to be able to kind of see the journey of this channel. And I appreciate you taking the time to say that. Thanks again for that super chat, man. That means a lot. Let's see here. Devin says, I have one card with below 4% APR. Dude, that is a solid card, bro. Ken says, with the pre-approval app on Navy Fed website is legit. My credit score is 665. I was pre-approved for all cards. I didn't even know they had a pre-approval site on Navy Federal, man. That's news to me. I thought you had to call in. Let me know. Clear that up for me, Ken. Do they actually have where you can see if you're pre-approved on the website? Eli says Navy Federal APR charge now it's 5.99% is the lowest. Oh, for credit cards, that would be really cool if that's the case. Scrolling down here. David says stay home. I guess he's talking about the trip. No, this trip has to happen. It has to happen. But yeah, I hear you on the stay home. That's funny. G Dobbs says then he's so handsome because certainly very handsome with that gorgeous G Dobbs. Listen, man, if you don't leave me alone, G Dobbs, once again your check is totally in the mail. I appreciate that. That's funny. All right, let's see here. Karen, thanks for stopping by the stream. Karen says, hi again, guys. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to see you, Karen. Chad, okay, bro. Got the ultimate upgrade on that profile pic. Congratulations to you, Chad. I don't know how old this picture is, but it looks like this is you and your wife. So congratulations and thanks for stopping by the channel, bro. Appreciate you. Smash Murder, thanks for stopping by. Says, what's up, D? 30 days until I can get my next Navy Fed card. I can't wait. Due to what's going on, do you think they will still give high limits? Yeah, I think so. I think you're fine. Jesus Christ says, there's a list of certain organizations you can join in order to get the AOD hard pull from Equifax to join. But if you apply for credit products, they use the same hard pull for 30 days. Thanks for sharing that information, man. I appreciate that. It's funny. I'm very curious who this Jesus Christ person is. I'm totally loving that profile pic, man. That profile pic is sick. Chase King, thanks for stopping by. Says, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Appreciate you, sir. Chase King also says, Dwayne is the man. Chase King, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate the kind words. Your check is also in the mail, sir. Wow, D. Anderson, I didn't even see the $5 super chat from you, bro. I appreciate you. D. Anderson says, thank you for that $5 super chat. It says, Wagwan brethren. Yo, I appreciate that a lot, man. That means a lot to me, especially coming from you. I really appreciate that. It's always an honor to get super chats from people that have their YouTube channels as well. So, D, I really appreciate that, man. Speaking of super chats, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Of course, I can't say your name, so I'm not going to try to, but thank you so much. It says, appreciate your information and time. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to give me that $10 super chat. That means a lot to me. A lot to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let me scroll on back up here and get to these comments here. Golly, I am slow. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Tyrone, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate you. One Cool Cat says, what's up, Dwayne? Good Sunday to you, brother. Thumbs up granted. Yes, sir. Appreciate that thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Christopher, what's going on, bro? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have a returning viewer as always. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much. Says, what's up, Dwayne? How are you? And the Credit family, Credit TV family. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Ronald. And thanks again for that super chat, man. And I'm doing well. Devin says, I miss you too. It was because I had to be in the hospital for about a month and a half. I got discharged about a week and a half ago. Well, Devin, man, I appreciate you stopping by. And more importantly, I'm glad that you're doing well and you're finally out of the hospital. I tell you what, man, the human body is very complex, and it's amazing to me how many moving parts have to be working in sync for us to be normal. You know what I mean? Sometimes I wish we had ways to kind of know what was going on inside of our body, the way we have ways of knowing that our cell phone needs to be charged. The cell phone tells you 20%, 10%. I wish our body would give us warnings like that before something bad happens. So I'm glad that you're doing well and you're out of the hospital. Thanks for returning back to the channel. That means a lot to me, bro. Diamond says, I thought I missed a notification. Oh man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you catching the live stream though, even though you missed it, but somehow got it. Chase King says, my older brother was in the Army. I tried joining Navy Fed and they asked me for some number. TS on that. They said that he has to be with them before I can join, but some people say otherwise, that he doesn't have to be with them. Any thought? That's a great question. I've also heard both ways, right? I've also heard both ways where like clearly the person doesn't have to. Like if you had somebody, let's say, I know people that have had like their father or whomever that was in the military, maybe they passed away. Clearly they weren't with Navy Fed because they're no longer here. But they were still able to join. So I'm not sure. I've heard both information, and I don't know what to tell you as far as what the next step should be. Ronald says, that's because you're that damn good, Dwayne. Sometimes you just got to take the time off. Man, I appreciate you saying that, bro. I appreciate you saying that. Like I said, I mean, with me and YouTube can be like a love-hate thing for me. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very easy for it to be love-hate because YouTube is very much like real life. YouTube is like high school, all over again, kind of, sort of. And what I mean by saying that YouTube is like real life is that, like in life, especially growing up, you think that you're supposed to have certain things checked off at a certain age, like graduate college and own a home and have my 1.5 or 2.5 kids and have my white picket fence. And so there's a lot of things that we think we're supposed to check off in life at a certain time. And YouTube is tricky because like you can watch people on YouTube and like I can remember when I first started my channel and I'd watch people and I'd be like, man, why do they have more subs than me? This guy is trash. You know what I mean? And it's so funny because like I'm laughing because it's very easy to be judgmental in life. And sometimes a lot of things happen in life where there's no, good explanation. Life can be unfair and life is unfair for no reason sometimes. Some people just have it, they have it made, and some people don't. So YouTube is very much like that. It's very up and down. So it can be tricky to kind of just stick it through. But for me, it's no big deal. And it's insanely rewarding because I've been able to share my experience and share my knowledge with people. And it never gets old to have somebody tell you that they benefited from the channel. So I really appreciate the channel. I appreciate this platform. I appreciate that people are watching. Of course, I did videos when nobody was watching. When I'm getting like 10 views for a video that took me, 3 hours to do, make the video, edit the video, and I'm getting 10 views. So I definitely appreciate the platform and I appreciate the love that I get now. Mr. Mentor, thanks for stopping by. Says, sup, my brother Dwayne. Thanks for all your live stream. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Ulysses asked me, did I get your email from yesterday? I don't think so. Clearly I didn't get it. I'm assuming because if I had gotten it, I would have replied to you. Because I'm assuming you have a question or something. Email me again. I didn't get the email. So email me again or text me. Mr. Brown, I'm assuming, says, what do you prefer for everyday card? City Double Cash or Chase Freedom Unlimited? Great question. I don't know exactly what the Chase Freedom Unlimited is doing right now. I know that they were doing different things as far as what the card offered. I think they were giving like 3% cash back for a while. So if it's that card, if that's the offer, then that's a good card to go with. between those two. But if it's just a 1.5% cash back right now, if it's just 1.5% cash back, which I just kind of pulled it up a little bit, then I would say the City Double Cash is a better card to go with, right? Because you're going to get 2% on all your purchases. Now, that 0.5 is not a huge difference, but it is a huge difference, to be honest with you. Getting 2% on all your purchases adds up really quickly. And I have been learning that, especially with my Navy Federal flagship card. I get 2% on all my purchases, and I have a lot of points on that card right now, which I'm really excited about. I think I'm just going to redeem it for cash back, to be honest with you. Paul says, been with Navy Fed 2 years and love the customer support. Absolutely, Paul. I agree with you 100%. One of the only things I don't like about Navy Fed is the fact that, like, you call the number and then there's kind of like it's kind of like a screening. You know, they direct you where you need to go, especially when I call for the credit card, right? So I call and they're asking me why I'm calling, and then they transfer me to the credit card department, which is just like, why can't I just call the credit card people straight away? At least I don't know how to do that. Maybe there is a way. I guess there probably is a way. I never call the number on the back of my card, actually. So I don't even know. Maybe I can go straight to the credit card department if I use the number on the back of my card, but I haven't done that yet. Wow, I can't believe it. I played myself, you guys. Absolutely played myself. So I need to go and grab my freaking plug. My freaking plug for my iPad. So I'm gonna run real quick. Guys, and come right back. I gotta grab the plug for the computer. Okay, that's crazy. I can't believe that. That's too funny. All right, I'm coming back here in the screening in just 1 second here. I'm about to plug up my laptop. I cannot believe I started the live stream without plugging in the laptop, which is a rookie move. That's crazy. All right. Yikes. That's so crazy. I was like, yo, my computer's about to die. All right, cool. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Let's keep it going here. All right. Devin says okay. Wow, the Credit One Amex card has a APR of 5%, 5.99 or something like that. Dude, that's crazy because I don't have anything positive to say about Credit One, but that is pretty freaking dope. That's crazy. Wow. You see here. Chad, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Chad says, First Tech Federal Credit Union has the World MasterCard Elite Card with a minimum limit of $25K to a max of $100K. Well, Chad, thank you so much for the super chat. And more importantly, thank you for this nugget of information. Man, you guys are definitely giving me some stuff to research here. I'm not familiar with the First Tech. What is it? Now I got to go type it in over here on my search engine, and so I could look at it at some point. Dude, that is really, really freaking cool. What is it? First Tech Federal Credit Union. First Tech Federal Credit Union. They have an ad here. I'm just kind of searching on the computer, guys, in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. No. Okay, cool. So I got it pulled up. I just kind of roughly have it pulled up. I guess I can share my screen real quick with you guys, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. There we go. Yeah, all right. So I got it pulled up here, and I can click on credit cards. I guess, wow, they have a secure card as well. That is pretty freaking dope. That's nice. I mean, secure card, guys, is the way to get started to get a relationship with these banks. And you guys, if there's no way for you to get in there, you know, if you don't think you're going to get approved, you got to start with the secure card. Like, that's just the best thing to do, to be honest with you. Is this the card you're talking about? Chad, is this the card you're talking about? Wow, it is the card. And this is not a bad looking card. This card is kind of cool looking. The APR is not too bad. It talks about the fact that there's an annual fee. After the first year, $75. And it talks about up to $100,000 credit limit. Wow. They're a pretty decent sign up bonus here. There's 30,000 bonus reward points that you can get after you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. The categories, nothing special there in the categories, but that's pretty cool nevertheless. Chad, what is the requirements to get this particular card or to become a member? Let me know in the comment section. And thanks again for that $5 super chat, man. That's freaking dope. You guys are pouring in the love tonight, man. I appreciate you guys. All right, let me know. Like I said, let me know in the comments, Chad, what the requirement is in order to get that particular card. All right, scrolling back up here eventually because I don't remember where I was. All right, let me see. Scrolling. Credit one. Sunny G's Barbecue says hello from Philadelphia. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's a pleasure to have you here again. Jay Williams says, what's the ideal utilization for your credit cards? So it's not necessarily about one particular card. It's your utilization for, so if you have 5 cards, right, it's really the utilization, the utilization of the overall available credit across all 5 cards. So it's not pertaining to each card, right? If each card has $2,000 limit, so that would be $10,000 overall. It's the utilization of the $10,000, not necessarily the one card. And I personally think the closer you are to zero, as far as your utilization is concerned, the higher your score. Now, I would think that 0% utilization would mean you have the highest credit score at that time. But some people have said that their credit score is higher if they have 1% utilization or 2%. Because my credit score is pretty decent, I don't really have the time to fool around with my utilization to see, what is the best for me. But basically, I would say the closer to zero your utilization is, the higher your score will be. And so you'll just kind of see that when you pay attention. This is probably what Credit Karma is good for. Credit Karma is good for giving you snapshots 7 days, every 7 days of your credit utilization for sure. Credit Karma is pretty decent about that. And so like if you use your credit card, clearly your utilization is no longer going to be zero. So you'll see how much percentage you use if that is the snapshot that Credit Karma takes, right? When you use your credit card, and then after you pay it off or pay it almost all the way off, then you see your utilization go down, and you'll see how that affects your score. So as far as what the ideal utilization is, utilization doesn't really matter unless you're concerned with your score being as high as possible. When you're concerned with your score being as high as possible, or if you need it to be high for application, you're going to get a car loan or whatever credit card you're going to apply for, I would say make sure your utilization is between 0 and 10% at least a month before you apply for that credit card or that loan or whatever it is your credit's going to be pulled for. Great question though. Charles, thanks for stopping by. It says hello from Cleveland, Ohio. Appreciate you stopping by, sir. Mr. Mentor says hello all. Please hit the thumbs up. Mr. Mentor, you are right, sir. I appreciate the good advice. Mr. Brown says, what do you prefer? Everyday card, Citibank Double Cash, or the Chase Freedom Unlimited? The everyday cash, you're talking about Amex, nothing special. I mean, it really just kind of depends. So those are all cashback cards, but I would never use my Chase points for cashback. So that's the first thing. So it's not even like it's playing fair, but if those are all cashback cards, I would rock the Citi Double Cash just because that 2% is really legit. If there was a complaint about the 2% cashback that you get on the Citi Double Cash, the complaint would be the fact that you don't get that second 1% until you make a payment, until you pay it. Okay, so you get 1% when you make the purchase with the Citi Double Cash, but you get the other 1% after you pay it. That's the only thing I don't like about it. So it's not like a flat 2% period no matter what. Whereas, with the Fidelity card, they have a card where you get 2% cash back, or with other 2% cards like my Navy Federal flagship card, you get 2% when you make the purchase, period. You don't have to worry about getting 1% when you make the purchase and another 1% after. So with the City Double Cash Card, I would go with that between all of those cards because you get a flat, it's not a flat 2%, but you have the ability to get 2%. And 2% is always going to be better than 1% or 1.5% for me personally. Please be careful if you have the City Double Cash Card. Please be careful to never, ever, ever, ever use your, don't ever redeem your points or your cash back to pay your bill. Okay. And what I mean is, let's say you got $75 worth of cash back with the City Double Cash Card. Don't use that as a statement credit. Let them mail you the money, because if you use it as a statement credit, you're not going to be getting the 1% that you're paying. So if I was paying off my City Double Cash bill and it was $500, and let's say I had $500 worth of points or money I could redeem towards my statement, it's better to get them to send you a check of $500 and then pay it than it is to pay it directly with your redeeming your $500, because they're not going to give you the 1%. They don't give you the 1% when you use your cash back to pay for your statement balance. All right. I hope that made sense. I know I kind of muddied that a little bit, but I think it makes sense. Let's see. Okay, Eli said he applied for both cards back to back at the same time. Okay, so yeah, you said you got like a 3,000 limit on the Navy Fed more rewards, and then you got an 18,000 limit with a Chase card, which is dope. I mean, either way, it's only a matter of time for Navy Federal to reward you and give you a high limit. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Wait your 91 days, 94 days. I waited 94. Wait your 90 something days and then apply for another card with Navy Fed, and I think you'll be good to go. Cinemadness says, after this whole quarantine, I'll start saving to buy an existing laundromat, which is the most part passive income. Not very much work is required, and also it is a recession-proof business. Dude, I love your business mind. Maybe we need to talk, because maybe I need to do that too, because I definitely need a way to make money and to be able to make money a lot moving forward, and to like not have to worry about money. I wish that I wanted to have like a vending machine company or a vending machine business. You know, it's so sad. I don't really want to do the work of loading the machines and going here and there, but I definitely have the money to invest in that and to buy multiple machines. But that's cool, man. That sounds like a great idea. Devin says, I recently found out that Chase will not offer balance transfers for new customers. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, Chase is Chase, and there are other credit cards out there that does offer that ability, so it's all good. Want to build a relationship with Chase? Should I establish a savings or checking that will help with me getting a credit card with them later on? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it's always a good idea. And if you're going to get a checking account with Chase, if you don't have one, please, man, go online and type in like Chase checking sign up bonus. They're offering $200 to get a checking account with them. If you have direct deposit, you're going to have to enter your email address, and then they'll email you a coupon. You can take that coupon code, and it's going to have some numbers on it, and you have to open your account in the branch. Please do not open the account online. Open the account in the branch, and you will get direct deposit. You will get $200 if you can get direct deposit. They give you 60 days to do it, and they will pay you really, really quickly. As a matter of fact, today I was checking one of my online savings accounts. I have a savings account with CIT Bank. I did a video on them a while back, and I had a savings account with them a while back. Closed that account. They had another offer. It's not available anymore, but the offer was basically get $300 if you sign up for a savings builder account, and if you transfer, I think it was like $25,000 or $50,000 at once, they'll give you the $300. Or if you do $100 a month, every single month you do $100. I don't remember what the time frame was. They'll give you $300. So it's really easy way to get the $300 sign up offer, and it was really cool because it wasn't just new members; it was new and existing members. And I thought that was really cool that they extended that to existing members as well, because most banks just want to get new customers, right, with that promotion type of deal. So I saw that. I saw that I had the $300 in my account today, and I was shocked because I was like, "Whoa, this is like." I was looking at it, and I saw interest. It said interest credit $300, and I'm like, I didn't get $300 worth of interest last month. You know, I don't have that much money in the bank. And then I saw underneath that, I saw interest again. It was like $74, and I was like, okay. So then I figured it out. It was my $300 sign up bonus, which was pretty freaking sweet. I hope you guys aren't sleeping on those type of accounts. Don't be afraid to get that type of account, like an online savings account, like a money market account, especially if there's like a sign up offer and they're offering a higher rate than your traditional bank account would offer. You know, like, you know, I have Navy Federal. I think the interest was like 0.025, something ridiculous. It was really, really bad. But you know what I would be earning as far as interest with my savings account with Navy Federal. So don't be afraid to like branch out. You know, do your research. And if you have questions, you can always come here and ask me. I'll look at it. But those accounts are good to get because the interest rate is higher, and you're going to get a bigger bang for your buck, and your money's going to be insured. You know what I mean? Definitely, that's pretty normal. Paul says, got the Chase Freedom today, 2700 line, going for the Navy Federal next. Congratulations, Paul. Thank you for taking the time to share that, man. And I think you're going to enjoy that card. I like the Chase Freedom a lot. And clearly you guys know I like Navy Federal a lot as well. Let's see. Chad says, finally hit the 800 club today when I checked my credit score. Congratulations, Chad. That is dope. That's huge, man. You got an 800 credit score. I don't have an 800 credit score, and that's fine. I probably won't get it for a while because my average age of credit is like 3 years on one of the credit bureaus, like 2 years and 10 months on another. The average age has to be a lot higher, like 8-9 years, so that I can max out the 15% that makes up our credit score from the average age of credit. It's 15% of our score, which is at 127 points, 127.5 points to be exact. Wow. Paul said his credit score was 671. Dude, that's dope, man. You got that Chase Freedom card. That's really, really cool. Let's see here. Ruben, thanks for stopping by. Ruben says, since we've been on lockdown, I've spent way less money. Amen to that. My score went up by 15 points, just keeping balances near or below zero. Paying the statement balance isn't enough. You're right, Dwayne. Ruben, thank you for taking the time to say that. But if there's a silver lining to this coronavirus situation, for me personally, it's that I've been spending less money. So I definitely hear you in regards to spending less money since this whole ordeal. I have been spending a lot less money. Well, I shouldn't say a lot less. That sounds really dramatic, but it's easier for me to spend less money because of this whole coronavirus situation. So I hear you on that. Paul says 671 is his FICO score. Credit Karma is 722. I hear you on that, man. Like I said, people have to be careful. And there's always just a lot of people out here that just don't know. It's, you know, that's just what it is. It's when it comes to like knowing the difference between Credit Karma and FICO score, it's almost like when you have an epiphany in life about certain things. You know, sometimes in life it's like, man, why didn't I think about this sooner in my life? You know, it's like being 30 years old and starting a career and realizing that you could have started this career, you know, when you were 19. Let's say you didn't go to college, and you could have started when you were 19, and you would have been way ahead by the time that you were 13, by the time that you were 30. But for some reason, this idea wasn't in your brain at 19. It never came to your mind until 30. So it's just one of those things. And, you know, that happens. It's the same thing with the credit. You know, people just don't have the information. Their life is not, you know, centered around knowing what's going on with their credit score or even caring about it. You know what I mean? And so you just got to start where you are and move forward. Ruben says, how's the Delta Platinum working out? It's good. It's cool. Right now, I have a buttload of Delta Sky Miles points. I think I have like 213,000 points. I'm logging into my American Express app real quick just to kind of double check. I have quite a bit of points with them. I like it. It's fine. I think one of the things that I'm kind of excited about is the fact that you can do the companion certificate, after your first year of membership. So I'm going to be pretty excited about doing that. Let me just kind of share with you guys because I have it pulled up here. I have 217,000 points, Delta Sky Miles points. Golly, it's not clear. There it is. Sorry, the ring light is like right there. 217,000 Delta Sky Miles points. So I'm having a good time with it. That's a bunch of Delta Sky Miles points, and I'm going to have fun spending them one day. Mel says, hey, Dwayne, I'm going to see some of the big issuers are basically... Okay, I see some of the big issuers are basically giving awesome deals on some of their credit cards, on hotel and travel points, etc. These people don't care about our health, just dollars. Of course. I mean, of course they don't care about our health. I mean, the whole healthcare thing is very interesting. The whole insurance deal, it's a mess. It's just absolutely a mess. And that just is another example of not having information is crucial. People say ignorance is bliss, and ignorance can be bliss in certain situations, but ignorance could cost lots of money and, more importantly, lots of lives. So you're right. I mean, of course, these guys don't care about that. I mean, it's all about the dollar. You know what I mean? And one of the things that is very interesting to me is in life in general, it's very hard to speak on certain things without having the exact experience. And what I mean is, prior to me having something for which to be depressed, I never really understood depression, and I never really understood people that commit suicide, and like, why would you commit suicide? Like, that's like, it's easy, it's stupid, why would you do that? And it's very hard for you to wrap your mind around certain things without having that experience firsthand. So yeah, I mean, it's a trip, but I mean, that's just life. You have to get yourself educated. You have to do your research, and knowledge is certainly power. Jesus, it's power, and you got to do your research. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, to this channel and kind of getting your questions answered, and ask your questions in regards to your credit. Oh, Winfred says he doesn't see the thumbs up. First of all, I love your profile pic. I love that. Says help. I don't know. Hopefully, okay, you found it. I was gonna say hopefully you found it. I see that you found it. Mr. Brown says, what do you prefer? Okay, I already answered that question. Winfred says, what about Credit Sesame? Credit Sesame is the same kind of deal as Credit Karma. All of these guys, they don't give you your FICO score. It's a different scoring model, right? So it's probably the Vantage score, or with Capital One, it's like Credit Wise. So it's not as accurate as the FICO. It is not the FICO. It's not even about being accurate. It's not the FICO, and the FICO is what's mostly used. So that's what's really important to make sure that you guys are aware of. Jay Williams says, what are some business cards with or without PG? I think, to be honest with you, I have a business, and I have a business account, and I had a business credit card with American Express. I even had one with Chase, but it's probably a lot easier to build a business, to get business credit cards with a PG. Which means like you're gonna basically be using your social. Now, of course, like, yes, you don't want to use your social. You want to use your EIN. You want to use your Brook and Dun and Bradstreet number. You want to use that, but it does take a while to build that. So there are good credit cards out there, business cards. Chase has a bunch of good business cards. All of the business cards Chase has are freaking dope. Like, if you can start that relationship by getting personal credit with Chase and then kind of working your way into the business sector, that's the best way to go. Chase has really good business cards and great sign-up bonuses. American Express has decent business cards as well. Not as good as sign-up bonus, but definitely business cards that you can get. American Express has a couple of business cards. They have the blue cash preferred, which is a business card that allows you to get 2% cash back on all your purchases up to $50,000. After the $50,000, 50, you will get 1%. And then they also have the same credit card, but you can earn 2 times points. So that's a really good card to get from American Express as well. Life with Monique says, hi, I joined credit union. I joined a credit union. Should I do a secured card or loan with them? I'm trying to get a house. My score is at 500. Absolutely, it's a good idea to get a secured card. Which credit union did you join? I'm curious. And yes, it's a good idea to do that. Thank you so much, George, for that $20 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. George, thank you so much for that $20 super chat. You guys are killing me. You guys are showering me this evening with these super chats. I really, really appreciate y'all, man. That's awesome. I like that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it a lot. All right, let me scroll back up here. Once again, if you guys have questions, now is a great time to ask. Dwight says, what's the best business credit card for a new business? Dwight, I think it's the best card that you can get for a new business is basically through a bank that you already have a personal credit card relationship with. So if you have a personal Chase card, it's okay, and you're going to be more likely to get a business card with Chase. If you have an American Express card, you're more likely to get a business credit card with American Express. So a good business card would be basically with a bank that you already have a relationship with. Sherry, thank you for stopping by. Sherry says, blessings, Dwayne. Been watching a minute because of your valuable information. I applied for Navy Fed, was approved, 15,000 limit. Congratulations, Sherry. That is awesome. Sherry, I don't remember seeing you here before, so thanks for taking the time to make the comment and joining the live stream as well. Winfred says, Discover It's Secured. Do they only accept certain credit scores? They do. You're not automatically approved for a secured card because it's a secured card. I wish that was the case, but it's not the case. Discover can be tricky with their secured card. Citibank, it's a little easier to get as far as the secured card is concerned. There are other secured cards out there, but I really like to suggest getting secured cards that will graduate or promote you to an unsecured card. Devin says, I hope you stay safe during your trip. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of this. This whole thing is about safety. And I will. Maybe I'll do a live stream like at the hotel or something. Cause we will be stopping, and spending maybe 2 nights, not 2 nights back to back. Back to back? Yeah, maybe it will be back to back. But yeah, anyway, maybe I'll do a live stream and on my cell phone. This iPhone 10X Max. Guys, I am so cheap. The iPhone that I had before this one was a iPhone 6S. And I'm going to have to buy a new iPhone because my rear facing camera, this guy back here, does not work anymore. Doesn't work anymore. So I'm going to have to get a new iPhone, which is crazy because I wouldn't get a new iPhone because that's just not my thing. I don't always get the new product when they come out. I like to wait. I hate having a monthly payment. I used to pay $68 for my cell phone, and I have Sprint. Sprint's not the best, but $68 is cheap, unless you have like Boost or Metro PCS. But anyway, I have Sprint, and so I went from paying $68 to paying $118, which is still cheaper than a lot of people. But trust me, I like paying $68 for my phone, and I'm gonna pay this phone off, I guess September, and I'll have to get the new iPhone, which I mean, it's nice to have something new, but I would not be getting a new phone. So we'll see how the live stream goes on here with the front facing camera. Mr. Brown, okay, I already answered that question. Winfred says, scared to apply for the Discover It Secured. I have Capital One. What's your current credit score? I'm just curious. Madeline, wow, the same name as my mom, says, first time checking in. I've watched a number of your videos. I'm appreciative of the content. Thanks so much. Thank you, Madeline. I appreciate that very, very much. Incredible name, by the way. That's my mother's name. And it's funny, her last name starts with the letter E as well, and it ends with the letter S as well. That's crazy. It's not Edwards, but that's just so ironic. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you a lot. Nick, thank you for stopping by the stream. Nick says, Chase asked me for my W-2 and pay stub. I sent it. Do you think I get accepted? Yeah, I think the chances of being accepted is probably going to be good, because I had something similar, not quite similar, but Chase, when I applied for my business credit card, I think it was back in like March or April. No, not March. Maybe maybe like October or whenever, sometime in 2019. I had a business account with Chase, a business credit card, and they were asking to see like my certificate or like my DBA, because anyway, they made me jump through hoops, and the moral of the story is I was approved for the credit card. So hopefully that will be your experience with them as well. Jay Chi-Town says, checking in, bro. My TransUnion FICO jumped up to 750 and I was approved for the American Hilton Honors. No hard inquiry. Congratulations, bro. Thanks for taking the time to come and share that information here. That is freaking awesome. That is great, man. Congratulations to you, Jay. Ink Spots says, just checked in. How's it going? Great seeing you, giving positive information. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by the channel, bro. Thanks for taking the time to say that. Ronald says he's thinking about joining NASA Federal Credit Union. Is that in Houston? Because NASA's in Houston. Anyway, okay, sorry, that's a Houston joke. S House says my wife got approved for the End Rewards with Navy Fed with a $200 balance. They added me as an AU. Awesome, congratulations, man. Congratulations to your wife for getting that card as well. Devin says no, it's a city dividend card. I have a below 4% APR. Okay, I got a $200 increase on my Credit One Amex like a month and a half ago. Okay, cool. All right, well that makes sense, because I'm like, what? You got a 4% APR with a Credit One card? That would be impressive. Dacian, I hope I said that right. Forgive me if I did not. I have the Navy Federal secured card. I had it since December 2019. When do you think it's going to unsecure, or what's? It says, oh yeah, what's good, brethren? Yo, so here's the thing. You technically could probably apply for another card with Navy Fed, but I think it's good for you to just wait until they promote you. You said you've had it since December 2019, so it's now May. I would say for me, it was 6 months. So I got my secure card in June 2019, and they promoted me in December 2019. So maybe 6 to 8 months. If you're patient, I mean, you could just wait it out. I would, to be honest with you, I would wait it out and then apply for another card after being approved. But I know if D. Anderson is in the live stream, he would say, you can apply for your next card right now. And he's probably right. So let me know what you decide to do, though. Tyrone, what's going on, man? Tyrone says, Dwayne, how many credit cards are you plan on getting before the end of the year? I'm getting 2. Dude, actually, Tyrone, I don't have a plan as to what my next credit card is. I'm really not interested in anything at this time. You know, even something that's even more interesting, supposedly American Express are going to come out with 2 cards, right? Between the Platinum Charge card and the Centurion, the Black card. And I'm sure the annual fees are going to be insanely expensive. And I know the annual fee alone is plenty of reasons enough for me not to get the cards. But I probably couldn't even get the cards, especially if they're a credit card, because I already have 5 credit cards with American Express. And that's the amount that you're allowed to have. You have to get rid of 1 card to get another card, which I learned recently. So I don't really have any plans on getting any more credit cards, especially off the top of my head. I was considering getting a relationship with Wells Fargo, and then maybe getting the Wells Fargo Propel card. I had a Wells Fargo account back in 1999, so I'm sure if I join, it'll say member since 99. But I don't know. Life with Monique says, hey, can you answer my question, please? Hopefully I answered it earlier. I know you left a comment earlier. I hope I didn't miss it. Forgive me if I did, though. Francisco says, what's up, Dwayne and Credit Fam? I got approved for the Navy Fed Cash Rewards with a 4,200 limit. It's currently my highest limit card, and I've also been a Navy Fed member for about 2 months. Francisco, congratulations, bro. That's dope. I mean, that's awesome. And I think that your next Navy Federal card will be a higher limit. If you want that to be the case, I would say use this current Navy Federal card as much as possible. But that's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. J368 says, if you cancel your oldest credit card, how many points do you think it will affect your score? I have no way to know the answer to that. I just know that it will affect your credit score. There's no way for me to know how many points just because I can't know. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea what your average age of credit is currently, and I have no idea how old that card is and how that's going to affect it. So I can't even begin, and I won't begin to speculate how many points that's going to affect you. Giovanni, what's going on? Giovanni says, what he do? All right. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Jose, what's going on? Says, life with Monique. Are you new to credit or how? So you have a 500 credit score. Okay. Jay says, Navy Fed wouldn't finance my car because I'm with a debt collector. Any advice? I mean, the best advice is to get rid of that debt collector situation. Now, when I say get rid of it, if you're going to try to pay it, do not pay it unless they're going to delete it from your credit report. Okay, that's the best advice I can give. Now, that's kind of tricky because I would hate for you not to pay it and get in trouble and for them to bring you to court, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so you only want to pay that if they're going to submit a letter that says that they're agreeing to delete it if you pay it, a pay for deletion letter. Okay, that's the only way you should pay it, because if you could pay it and it could still be on your credit report and affect you negatively even though you've paid it. Giovanni says, on the ropes about the Wells Fargo Propel card versus Navy Army Credit Union cash rewards. What do you think, fam bam? Honestly, I'm assuming you're talking about like a Navy Federal card, right? I'm assuming you're talking about the Navy Federal cash rewards card. Those cards are totally different. And if you're on the fence because you're not sure what you're going to get approved for, I'm pretty sure if you're with Navy Fed, your chances of being approved for that is probably going to be good if you're already with Navy Federal. And the Wells Fargo Propel card is a very, very, very solid card. It's probably more solid than the cash rewards card from Navy Federal, and because they offer so many different categories where you're going to get 3 times points, where the cash rewards card you're only going to get 1.5%, cash back on all your purchases type of thing. So it just really depends on what you're looking to do in that situation. Adrian, what's going on, bro? Says, bless up. Yes, sir. Jamaica. Yes, sir. Appreciate you stopping by. Says, what's going on, everyone? He says, hey, Dwayne, I got into Navy Fed. Congratulations, bro. There we go. I know you're happy to hear that. Says, I got the cash rewards, waiting until that 91.3. Good, man. Awesome. That's freaking awesome. Smiley face says, CIT Savings Builder, transfer $25K or $100 a month deposit. Yep, that's correct. I was talking about that earlier, and I finally got to this comment. But yeah, it was a pretty good deal. I already got my $300 for that offer that they had. I don't think they have it now, but those offers will come back around for sure. Ruben says the interest earned savings account with Amex or Capital One could also offset credit card annual fees. Okay. Ruben, I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at for sure. I definitely don't think of that. It's kind of funny because the annual fees, I have a lot of easy ways to justify paying my annual fees, but I still get butthurt just because that's how I am. I'm still like, man, I don't want to pay $250, or man, I don't want to pay $550. Not everybody has a platform such as YouTube and such as myself, where you guys are so kind to use my referral links to apply for credit cards, and that benefits you guys as well as me. So most of the times with even just the referrals that people use, I can easily pay for the annual fees, but I still cry about it, just because that's just how I am. Sometimes I cry about spending like $50, and it's hilarious because I'm like, dude, why are you tripping? Like, you clearly have the money, but I guess because if it's not tied to a bill that I absolutely have to have, I have to buy gas, I have to buy food, I got to pay my car insurance, I got to pay my cell phone, that type of stuff. Like, I don't ever trip about that because I have to pay those things. So it's just kind of funny. Super J says your channel has been a huge help for me. I'm glad to finally be catching a live stream. Thanks, Super J. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by and also to leave that positive comment. Armin says, hey, Dwayne, I was listening today to a video about the Chase Ink business and Freedom card and the City Double Cash card. That these cards are good to have because they're the benefits. What's your input? No, absolutely. You know what? I actually don't spend a lot of time talking about the benefits that credit cards offer as far as like warranty is concerned, as far as protection is concerned. I don't really spend a lot of time talking about that just because I don't nerd it out in that way. And I just don't pay attention to the details like that. Where like, you know, there's like cell phone protection. There's credit cards that offer you the ability to, you know, if you buy a product and if, you know, within 90 days that product goes on sale, you know, they'll credit your account back the difference. There's a lot of benefits in having credit cards for sure. So I think it's a win for us. And I say us because I'm talking about people that use credit cards the right way. The right way is to use it and not let it use you. The right way is to use your card and pay it off and not consistently have a balance and paying interest. So I think it's a benefit. That's my take on that. Devin says, I found out Navy Federal can keep you paying your bill and keep getting a lower balance to be below zero. Below zero. I have a secured card with them and only did one $4 purchase and was able to make $5 even when I don't owe. I'm not sure, dude. First of all, I did a horrible job, Devin, of reading what you just typed. Please forgive me. I totally butchered that. Like totally butchered it. And it's so sad. I'm not even going to go back and try to pick up the pieces. Clearly, I'm tired. I don't even know why, because today was a good day, beautiful day here in Houston, Texas, and the weather was really, really good. Melly says, I contribute my credit repair to YouTube and internet. There's a lot of wealth of knowledge that wasn't easily available in the past. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's so funny how much information we can find on the internet. Sometimes, and in a lot of cases, the answers are free. That's the part that cracks me up. But, you know, you have to take the time and do the research, you know, and that part of it can kind of suck sometimes. Freddie, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Freddie says, I'm back again. Yes, sir. Appreciate you stopping by, Freddie. Kevin says, hey, Dwayne, I was approved for the City Secured and tried to get the Discover Secured after, but was denied. I applied for the Capital One Secured after and was approved. When should I apply for Discover again? Kevin, first of all, congratulations on getting approval on 2 of those cards. If I were you, I would just use those 2 secured cards for maybe a year. Don't do anything else. Just sit still. There's not really an extra benefit in getting a 3rd secured card. Just maybe sit still for a year, and then after that year, depending on your credit score, you can just apply for a regular Discover card. But that's really cool that you got approved for those 2 cards, man. Melly says, knowledge is power. I contribute. Okay, I already said that. Mel says, Dwayne, would you say if you have a bank account with an institution, you're good with direct deposit going in there, etc., etc., would that help your credit card approval credit card application? You can tell I'm tired. I'm just butchering all the words today. Yeah, I would say it's easier to get approved for a credit card with a bank that you have a relationship with, a good relationship. I'm not going to say that it's a given that you're going to get approved, but I will definitely say it makes it easier to get approved for that particular card. Freddie says, question, what if you finance a car and after a year you trade it in to the same dealership and they pay off the trade-in car? What going to happen to your credit? So the thing about the credit in regards to making your monthly payments with your car note, it could affect it because you're going to be losing your consistent payment of like your revolving payment history that you have with that particular car loan. So of course you're going to be losing that. So I would think I wouldn't be surprised if it affects your credit. There's been several people that have been in the live stream that said that they paid their car note off and their credit score dropped because they've lost that history of that reoccurring payment that they've been doing for 4 years or 5 years. So it's not going to be surprising if your score drops from that. But in most cases, you're not going to be able to bring the car and trade the car in and, kind of have the dealership give you exactly how much you owe on the loan type of situation. I don't think that's very common, but maybe it is. I mean, the dealership always works with you. And it's funny. I'm saying work with you because they somehow find a way to kind of roll that back into your new loan. They find a way to help you, even though they're not. They're really kind of chunk it into your new loan, and most people just don't notice that and or is really excited about getting a new situation. Oh man, I'm not sure what you're asking here. Life with Monique. How do you know which debt to fix? I'm lost. Do you fix the old collections or new? Okay, so in regards to your debts or in regards to like cards, stuff that's in collections, the thing about paying off collections is that paying off the collections does not remove the negative item from your credit report automatically. Okay, so if I have something that is 6 years, it's been on my credit report for 6 years, chances are it's going to fall off in 7 years. Whereas if something is just a year old or 6 months old, if you can contact them and get them to agree to delete it from your credit report, if you pay for it, then that would be the most ideal scenario in paying off collections, because it's going to be removed from your credit report. Don't just pay it and assume that paying it is going to have it removed from your credit report. That's not the case, and it would totally suck. You pay it and it's still on your credit report and it's still affecting you negatively. Ulysses says, check my email after the live stream. I will. Lisa Love Beauty, what's going on, girl? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Brian Bauer, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Haven't seen you in a while as well. Miss Gatlin says, Dwayne, what is the difference between a credit card and a Visa credit card with a store name on it? There's no difference. If that credit card, like let's say you got a Macy's credit card that has the American Express logo. You can use that Macy's credit card in Macy's. Of course, you're going to get benefits from using it in Macy's, but you can also use that Macy's credit card with the American Express logo at Kroger. And the reason why I'm saying American Express is because the Macy's card, they have two cards. They have a regular Macy's card that you can only use in Macy's. Then they have the Macy's card with the American Express logo. So if you have a store card, let's say like the Target card, I think the Target card has a Visa logo. You can use the Target card in Target, but you can also use the Target card to do anything. Anything that you can use a Visa credit card for. If you can pay your light bill with a Visa card, great. You can buy groceries, great. So that's basically the difference. A regular credit card, if it's a Visa credit card, you can use it anywhere. And if you have a store card that has a Visa logo on it, you can use that store card anywhere that Visa is accepted. So it's pretty much the same as a regular credit card. Neil says, I have a Capital One unsecured card. Discover turned me down. However, Capital One gives me limit increases without being asked. Especially after the first 5 months, they'll give you an automatic increase for sure. Brian says, was stressed out after truck issues. Man, that sucks, bro. Sorry to hear that. Neo says, Wells Fargo gotta have credit monitoring. That company must be watched. Yeah, Wells Fargo definitely had a bad rep for sure for a while. Devin, here we go. Give me another chance to read a comment, right? Says, is it best to wait until Navy Federal promotes me to unsecured, even though I have a secured and the more rewards currently, because I'm thinking about applying for the flagship soon? Well, you already have the more rewards, right? So if you have the secured and you have the more rewards, then there's no real reason to wait to be promoted with the secured card before applying for a flagships card. All you'd have to do is just wait from the most recent application. So if your most recent application was the more rewards card, then you could wait 94 days or so and then apply for the flagship card with Navy Fed. But in between that time, be sure to be using your Navy Fed credit card a lot. Brian says, didn't think I'd get the Discover paid in full, got tax refund, and it's paid now, waiting for my stimulus. By the way, I got notice something charge off, fell off credit report. Awesome, dude. Hopefully your credit score will go up. Life with Monique says, I never took my credit serious until now, since now is the best time to purchase house, and I can't because my credit. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Don't beat yourself up about that. Trust me, I am really, really good at beating myself up. And I wish I wasn't somebody that dwells. You know, I can dwell on stuff sometimes, depending on what it is. You know, I can dwell on stuff and beat myself up, but nothing positive ever comes from that. And it's a lot easier said than done, but you can only just move forward from where you are. You can't fix the past. And as much as we all know that, you know we can't fix the past, but for whatever reasons, we lament over the past, myself included, about certain things. And, you know, nothing good will come from that. Francisco says, why do some credit unions do hard pulls for membership? For example, I became a member of PenFed and I received a hard inquiry, even though I didn't apply for a credit card or anything. Yeah, you know what? Because every bank or credit card, whoever, has their own deal. And like, for example, Capital One. Why does Capital One pull from all the bureaus? You know, it's Capital One. It's like, I mean, come on, it's Capital One. Capital One gives credit cards to a lot of people, and they give opportunities to a lot of people. Why are they pulling from all three bureaus? You know, I guess because they want the most fair assessment of what's going on with your credit. I don't know, but they do that. So I don't know, to answer your question. Guys, we have 89 people in the live stream, 84 thumbs up. I know we can get to 100. Please be sure, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up in this video yet, please be sure to smash the thumbs up. It helps tremendously, and it's a very, very free way of supporting the channel, and I appreciate you very much. Mel says you can apply for a Navy Fed credit card at a time. You only can apply for one Navy Federal credit card at a time. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Joshua, thanks for stopping by. Joshua says, what is a credit union? Credit union is basically just like a bank, except most credit unions are smaller than the bigger known banks. And also they offer better rates on just about everything. And credit unions most credit unions kind of require some kind of special membership type of deal. There are credit unions that you don't have to do anything special to be a member. Just put $5 in the savings account to kind of start that particular relationship with the credit union. But credit unions are really, really good, and a really good way to make sure you're having the best rates on credit cards, on loans. So credit unions are the way to go, to be honest with you. Christopher is saying, great advice again. Great credit advice. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate you dropping that positive comment again, my brother. All right, let's see here. Giovanni says, I meant the Navy Federal More Rewards card. I've been with Wells Fargo for a good while and about to close a 5K secure loan with them as well. Appreciate your time. Okay, cool. So you've been with Wells Fargo a while. So I think you were asking about the cash rewards versus the Propel card from Wells Fargo. You know, I mean, if you don't have a lot of inquiries, you know, if you have like 2 or less inquiries, then, you know, you can go for it if you want both. But like I said, both of those cards are really different, and there's perks, you know, probably more perks with the Propel card because you got the 3 times points on quite a bit of different things. So it's really kind of up to you. Robert, thanks for stopping by. Robert says, Open Sky. Okay, you made a comment earlier. Open Sky will be my first secured card. My other 2 cards, unsecured, First Premier, and Credit One bank card. Yikes. Credit One, man. Credit One. Jesus. Dude, hey, Robert, keep doing your thing and build your score, you know, and hopefully you'll get to a point where you get rid of that Credit One card, especially like maybe after like a year of membership. Get rid of that card because that card is no good, especially with the annual fees. You know, like they don't really have any real benefits with that card for paying your annual fees. Donald, thanks for stopping by. Donald says, what's good, man? I'm pulling the trigger on Navy Fed. Secured card next week. Got approved for the Discover, City, and Capital One. Wow, Donald, man, you're on a roll. You know, there's not going to really be a huge benefit in getting another secured card, but I definitely understand getting a secured card with Navy Fed just because you want to do it right. And you got a good lineup. The Discover, the Citibank, and Capital One, dude, you're in for a good experience for sure. Eddie says, should I save or pay off debt during COVID-19? Eddie, that's a great question. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I was really thinking about paying off my student loans. I'm laughing because that was funny. But yeah, I mean, no one can really answer that question because, yes, it's good to be responsible. Excuse me. It's good to be responsible, but at the same time, it's also good to be smart and safe. And if you want to kind of be on the side of caution and kind of keep that money because you don't necessarily know what the future holds, it's probably better to do that than to say, I'm going to pay this off. And then if something comes up in the future, you're not going to say, man, I'm glad I paid this off. You're going to say, man, I wish I had this money instead of paying off, whatever it is you're paying off. So just really kind of think about it and kind of see what's the best case, because if you're in a situation where COVID is not affecting your job and you're still making money and life is still good and you're one of the lucky ones and everything is good, then I wouldn't worry about it. I'd pay it off. But if that's not the case, then you definitely want to keep the money for sure. Super J says, I have the Discover Secure Chase Freedom credit card and a credit card from a local bank. I was wondering if I should go for the Navy Federal Cash Rewards. My Navy Federal account is 1 month old. I really want the Amex Gold too, but they keep denying. Okay, so the first thing to do is call Navy Federal and ask them if you're pre-approved for any of their card. They will tell you, yes, you're pre-approved for all of our cards, which means go ahead and apply for the cash rewards or whatever card you want. If you're not pre-approved for all of their cards, then get the secured card with Navy Fed. Okay. And then if I were you, I would sit still for a long time, like 8, 10, 12 months, and then circle back around to American Express. Okay. Now in that 8 to 10, 12 months, of course you can get more Navy Federal credit cards, but you don't want to get too many inquiries and expect to get approved for an American Express credit card. You can't be applying for American Express and you got like 4 inquiries. That's not a good look. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that, sir. Black Show says, Donald Williams, I'm a member. Okay, sweet. It says a Navy Federal is the bomb. Miss Gatlin, my pleasure. You're very welcome. Devin, by the way, guys, if you have questions, please ask. I'm going to be wrapping up this live stream here. We've been here a while. We still need 11 more thumbs up though. So please smash the thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Please. And thank you. Devin says the Target card has a MasterCard, but it can be, but it can also be upgraded. You can apply for it. I currently have a Target MasterCard. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Brian says, I'm going to have to check out the Target card. And I think it's a pretty solid card. Honestly, I should have gotten that card before the Old Navy credit card that I have now that I'm talking about it, I need to use it. It's Old Navy credit card. I think it has a Visa logo on it. So I can use it anywhere. But the Target card is definitely a good card. Thank you guys for smashing the thumbs up. I see we only need 5 more to get to 100. I appreciate the support. Love you guys for that. Life with Monique says, I liked and subscribe. You are an amazing teacher. Thank you, Life with Monique. I appreciate that. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. This channel and this community, How to Build Credit TV, is definitely real legit as far as getting your questions answered. So please don't hesitate to ask. Joshua is saying, what is a good credit union to join? Navy Federal Credit Union is the best one to join, but I don't know about where you're located and what's around you. Just kind of do your research and kind of see what the rates are on credit cards that they offer. But more importantly, it's good to join a credit union too, because of the rates that you're going to be getting on your car loan and home loans. Most of the times you're able to get a better rate through credit unions. Heavy Mechanic 2 says, FCU tells me check system is frozen and denied account. Yeah, checks, you know what? That's another thing. I don't really spend a lot of time talking about that, but check system is basically it's a way for the banks to kind of see what your experiences have been with other banks, and if you owe this bank money and that type of thing. And not all banks use check system, so you know, it sucks. FCU told you that check system is frozen and denied your account. Yeah, dude, that's tough. I guess you could try to get a bank account with somebody that doesn't necessarily use check systems. And of course, I guess you can ask them or kind of see before you apply for that particular account. Okay, Life with Monique says, I'm with McCoy Credit Union. So if you get a 1,000 secured card, what should you have your max bill be? First of all, if you get the secured card, you're gonna have to deposit $1,000, right? In order to get that $1,000 as your credit limit. And as far as what your max should be, your max should be under $1,000. But more importantly, you're gonna be paying this off, right? Whatever you use, pay it off. You want to treat your credit card like it's a debit card. Don't treat it like you're getting a loan. Don't treat your credit card like it's a loan. Treat it like it's a debit card, right? Your debit card, you swipe it, the money comes out of your bank account instantly. The only difference is now you have to wait a couple of days for your transaction to post to your credit card. And then now you have to manually go and use the app or transfer money, you know, whatever. There's more work with the credit card, but there's also more rewards with credit cards that offer rewards, whether it's cash back or points. You use your credit card and you get 2% or 1% or 1.5% or points. That is, to me, it's a no-brainer. To me, it makes perfect sense. But for the person that's not disciplined, it doesn't make sense. For the person that, you know, can't seem to manage to pay their credit card bill and end up paying, you know, minimum payments, you know, for whatever reason, it doesn't make a lot of sense. The credit card companies love those types of people. They don't like me. They don't like people like me because they're not making anything off of me other than whatever they're charging the merchant. So if they're charging, you know, Chick-fil-A a 2% processing fee. So when I make my $10 purchase and they charge Chick-fil-A, you know, 2%, you know, they just made 20 cents off of Chick-fil-A, right? They didn't make 20 cents off of me per se. You know, they're charging Chick-fil-A. So credit card companies don't make money from me because I don't pay interest. I always pay my cards off. So you want to get in the habit of doing that for sure. Once again, guys, if you have questions, please ask them. I will be wrapping up the live stream. We need 3 more thumbs up to get to 100. Please smash that thumbs up. I know there's probably 3 of us that haven't smashed it, so go ahead and smash that thing, please. Randy says, just got approved for the upgrade card. Are you familiar with it? I am not, Randy, but congratulations on getting approved for that card. Upgrade card. Not sure what that is. I'm very curious now. Let me see. Let me type it in here and look and see what I can see about that card, except I can't spell. So there's that. Upgrade card. Let's see. Upgrade card. Credit. Okay, no fees. Credit lines. Okay, dude, this is kind of cool, man. This is really cool. I love you guys sharing information with me about cards that I have no idea about. So I'm sharing my screen right now just so you guys can kind of see. Thank you guys so much for smashing the thumbs up. I see we got 102 thumbs up. Thanks, I appreciate that, guys. So it says upgrade card, the smarter way to pay. Credit lines from 500 to 20,000. Use wherever Visa is accepted. And it's a Visa signature card, lower cost than traditional credit cards. Convenience, blah, blah, blah. Low cost, predictable. Okay, this is based on a balance of $10,000. And they're showing you the power of how long it will take you to pay off certain cards. Okay, so this is cool. I don't know, like I said, I don't know anything about this card at all. This is very, very cool. I'm very curious to kind of read a little bit more about it and learn more about it. The website looks nice. It's clean. You know, it's white, nice. The colors pop. So it seems like a pretty cool card. Was it easy to get? What was your credit score when you got that card? Let me swipe back on over here. Randy, what was your credit score when you got that card? Let me know. I'm just kind of curious. because like I said, I don't know a lot about that card. Super J says, my first credit card was with my local bank 1 year ago. Should I cancel since I don't use it? No, 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 no. There's no reason to cancel a credit card, especially if it does not have an annual fee. There's no reason to ever cancel a credit card that does not have an annual fee. Use that card maybe once a month, once every 3 months, but there's no reason to ever cancel it. Armin says, hey, Dwayne, I just see 2 points boost on my credit score on Credit Karma today with TransUnion and Equifax, but I don't see any score on Experian yet. Yeah, I mean, that happens. I'm not sure why you got a two point boost. You know, there could be one of your balances on your card was paid down or something. So I'm not sure about that. Black Show says, on the Navy Fed site, you can check and see if you're pre-approved. Really? That's just news to me. I totally didn't know that. Like, still. Ink Spots says, I have 9 inquiries for the last 2 years. What's the easiest way to getting rid of them? TransUnion. The easiest way is, I guess, paying somebody to get rid of inquiries. Now, the inquiries that you can have removed would be inquiries for credit cards that you haven't been approved for. Okay. I personally don't do anything with inquiry removals, so I can't help you with that. Donald says, all of the cards I got approved for Graduate and Secure except Capital One. Navy Federal is the one I really want. I want Amex next year. Yeah, and dude, you're in for a treat. All of those cards are solid. Discover It, Citibank secured card, a Navy Federal secured card. Dude, you are set. You sit on those cards and you don't do anything for a year and you should be in pretty good shape. Eddie says, are Bank of America secured credit cards good to have? I think they're okay. I think for me, Bank of America, you know, as long as the card is graduated to an unsecured card, then you're good to go. But just know that it may take a while. You know, so if you're going to get a secured card with Bank of America, I would not suggest getting more than $500 secured card. So don't deposit more than $500. Super J says FICO 8 is 711 right now. Okay, cool. Let me see. That is really good, man. Let's see here. Okay. Randy is saying that the upgrade card is like a personal loan credit. It's like a personal loan credit card. It's weird. Okay, I see. Nicholas says, hey, Dwayne, I want to add this for everyone and hope some banks use check system like credit unions, etc. While other banks use early warning services like PNC, US Bank, Wells Fargo, etc. Happy to help. Cool. Nicholas, I appreciate you taking the time to leave that positive comment and informative comment, more importantly. Giovanni says, I recently upgraded my Capital One cards to Silver One, to Quicksilver One with no inquiries. Now they offer me increase my line of credit with a soft pull. One card's at 500 and the other 25. I'm thinking, why not? Yeah, dude, that's dope. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for taking the time to share that information, Giovanni. Randy said his score was a 670 at the time of getting that upgrade credit card, which is not bad, 670 and 3K credit limit. And it was a hard pull from TransUnion. Randy, thank you for taking the time to share that information, bro. Like I said, that looks like a really cool card. It looks really neat. Super J says the annual fee is $25 and it has no rewards. Okay, I see, Super J, on that credit card that you want to get rid of. Is it your oldest credit card? If it is your oldest credit card, just know and understand that it's going to affect your score negatively. If it's, you know, let's say it's 1 year and 4 months and you have another credit card that's 1 year old, it's not going to affect you too bad, but it will hit your score and it will affect your score in a negative way. Sweet. So listen, that is pretty much, it looks like all the questions here for now. Like I said, guys, I will be back on here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I will be talking about Navy Federal Credit Union, which I absolutely love and adore. It will be awesome if you guys can jump back on that live stream, support it. Like I said, as you come into the live stream, be sure to smash that thumbs up. It helps tremendously. If you guys have any more questions, now is a wonderful time to ask them. I will answer your questions if you ask me questions in the next 30 seconds or so, or let's just say the next minute and 10 seconds. I will do my best to answer you guys' questions. Devin, man, I appreciate you stopping by the stream. Like I said, I'm glad that you're out of the hospital and doing well. That's awesome. Devin says, hope everyone is safe and careful from this coronavirus. Have a great night. Yeah, Devin, man, good words. You guys have a great night as well. Super J says, yes, it is. I got to discover it 8 months ago. Okay, I see. Yeah, so Super J, like I said, just understand that it's going to affect your score negatively. You know, but $25 is not a lot as far as annual fees is concerned. And if the card is only a year old, yes, it's going to affect your score. You know, if you've already paid the annual fee of $25, just wait until it's almost time again to pay the fee and then cancel it before then, because there's no reason to get rid of it now if you've already paid the 25 bucks. You know what I mean? So just kind of wait that out if that's kind of the case. Giovanni says, my son wants a SO. I'm not sure what a SO is. I don't even know what that is. Giovanni, let me know. Ronald, man, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody that gave a super chat. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, everybody that smashed the thumbs up. There is mad super chats in this live stream. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, and I don't have a way to kind of look at it right now because I'm using a different software. I'm not live streaming on YouTube. I'm using a software. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the super chats. Really, really appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me. It's just incredible that you guys value this channel. You value the information so much to actually give a super chat. So thank you guys so much for doing that. O Willis says, how do you remove late payment? O Willis, I personally don't remove late payments. You would have to hire somebody that does that. I personally don't do that. So I have no clue. Thank you, 2 people that smashed the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up on the way outside the door. That's what I'm talking about. Be sure to smash that thumbs up on the way outside. Life Media Pro, hello, sir. Right back at you. I'll be back on here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So be sure to catch the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. Once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, because that's when I do my live streams on Mondays. Let me see here. Boss Mirror says, thanks much. Appreciate you, Boss Mirror. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Armin says, great show, Dwayne. Looking forward to the next live stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Paul says, get it in writing to delete negative collections. Yes, sir. Good advice, Paul. I guess you were talking to O Willis there, and anybody else that asked that question. So good advice, Paul. Giovanni says, a shout out. Okay, a shout out. Like, that's funny. Dude, your son wants a shout out. Giovanni, what's your son's name, man? What's your son's name? Let me know his name. I'll give him a shout out right now. Absolutely. That's freaking cool. That's funny. Your son wants a shout out. Dude, I'm like, I don't know what a SO is. I don't know. S House says, I know I haven't asked a lot of questions tonight, Dwayne, but I have been here listening to all the questions and learning. S House, man, that's the best way sometimes. The best way is to just sit there and listen. There are a lot of people that come in and out of the live streams, and you know, and they never make a comment, and that's totally cool too. You know, sometimes they don't even hit the thumbs up. Now that's not cool. Come on now, hit the thumbs up for your boy. But yes, it's also really cool to just sit and listen. And the thing is, the more you watch the channel and listen and get familiar with the language, the more people start to understand. So S House, I appreciate you for taking the time to just chill and listen, man. Paul, thank you, Paul, and thank you for so much for that super chat, bro. That means a lot to me. That means a whole lot to me, Paul. I appreciate that a lot. Randy says there's a pre-approval tool to check your limit on that upgrade card. So far, good. Peace, bruh. Stay safe. There's a pre-approval tool to check your limit on that upgrade card. So are you saying there's a pre-approval tool, Randy, for that card? Man, there's this, I think there's like 3 different things I'm supposed to be looking at after this live stream. And the screwed up part is I'm leaving. I'm going on this road trip, this rescue mission. I'm leaving early Tuesday morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's going to be tricky because I won't have the time to do the research on some of those things. Super J says, do you have a schedule for live streams or are they random? No, they're normally Monday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time, Super J. That's the time that I do the live stream the most consistent. And then everything else as far as live stream is concerned, it's random other than that. Be sure to be subscribed and click the notification bell. And then when you click that notification bell, select all. You want to select all, so you want to get all the notifications, you know what I mean? So every time I upload, and that's kind of your best ways to kind of make sure that you're getting the information, you're getting the notification. Sometimes you don't get the notification. So there's that. Yeah. Mr. Raven. Okay. Andrick is my boy's name. Andrick. Shout out to Andrick, Giovanni's son. Let's go. That's awesome, man. Andrick, thanks for, you know what I'm saying, watching this live stream with your dad, or at least nerding it out for a minute. Dude, that's cool. And keep your head up, man. Do your thing. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys so much. Giovanni, you too. Paul says, always thumbs up. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Again. S House says, I hit the thumbs up when it was waiting for you to start. S House, let's go. Talk about the support. Dude, I had problems getting started tonight, so that's why I was late. I normally am a punctual guy, but I had problems getting started tonight. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time, for another How to Build Credit TV live stream. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys very, very soon. All right, see y'all tomorrow night. Peace.